What's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? Y'all have to apologize. Running a little bit behind. We're gonna get everything in order though. We're gonna get it going down as it should. Let me make sure everything else is in order as it needs to be. What's the motherfucking deal? And what we got? Let me make sure I get the first live at 5. Make sure y'all get y'all's flavor. Let's see, Seth and No Fly Zone. Yes. We're gonna talk about some rumors. Jose, what's the motherfucking deal? Man, things. What's happening? What is shaking everybody? Like I said, we're gonna get in here. We're gonna get everything live at 5. Let me make sure is the bank open? All right, let me get the bank open for y'all. What's the motherfucking deal, everybody? Y'all know how we start the stream off, man. Make sure if we got to get the roll call in. If you are not from Houston, make sure you shout out your city, your state, wherever you're from, country, whatever continent, however you represent, fucking universe, all that good shit. But if you are from the city, make sure you shout out your side so I can show a little bit of love. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, let's get everything in order here. So we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about, of course, some rocket action. We're going to talk about some, we're going to talk about what's going on with the Texans and some of the decisions and things they got going on. And as we're getting ready to get all into this, and we give a few minutes for everybody to get in, I want to tell y'all, man, make sure you go to the links in the description below and go check out some of that Sauce Sports podcast. You can get it on iTunes, you can get it on Google Play, you can get it on Stitcher, all that other shit. We got a Uganda Knuckles up in here. I do not know the way. Oh man, we see G-Time. 290 shouty, man. Hey, look, man, you gotta say that for the Kush Den, man. We gonna have a Kush Den tonight. Y'all already know how it go. Man, I got you taken. I forgot to reply back to you, Jose. My fault. I got him, and I just forgot to reply back. I seen him, and I was driving, and then I meant I was gonna hit you back when I got out. Fucking wise. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Borpus Bristy. ain't no bloods and corpus, man. They all in Borpus, man. We next door. Alpine, Texas. That's what's shaking, man. Phoenix already. In Eritrea, Africa. You way out of the trade. What's the motherfucking deal already to the dirty third? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck Mike Vrabel. We ain't talking about shit. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about KD being a whole mark. Man, I appreciate that. Appreciate that, VD child. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I definitely appreciate that. Jacob Lee, what's the motherfucking deal? Swatting the mix. Already. We got corpus action shaking. All right. Is it telling y'all the sweets or is it giving y'all sauce? Okay, I need to save it and change it to sauce. I guess I ain't changed it to the sauce. Hold on. Make sure everybody get saucified. All right, so yeah, because it might be on the sweets right now, so I had to change it to make sure it's on sauce. Because if it's not telling you your sauce, it might be still stuck on sweets. Because sometimes I forget to change it after the Kush Den. So I apologize for that. Sweets and sauce it all goes in the same balance. It's just when people come into Kush Den, they get credit for being in the Kush Den too, and so it goes into the same balance. But when we're in the Kush Den, we call it sweets, and when we're in the Sauce Sports, we call it sauce. So, you know, that's the only real difference. So yeah, we're gonna talk about KD being a complete mark, man. Let me see. You should. I reset them on Monday. So if you ain't been in by like Monday, it'll probably reset. Because every Monday I reset. And that way, like I say, whoever has the most sauce at the end of the week gets to be the moderator. And I believe it's Braylon is going to be the moderator for the round table this weekend. I believe he had the most sauce last week. So that is what it is. That is what it is. So like I said, we're going to talk about a couple of things, man. We're gonna get into the rumors, but don't worry, the rumors aren't They're just rumors. We're not worried about it. So like I say, it's out there, but it's nothing to worry about. I don't think the Rockets are fucking with it. Um, but yeah, we're gonna talk about Vrabel and the stupid shit he was talking about. I didn't really get to get on that yesterday like I wanted to. But man, let's go ahead and get into it and talk about what's shaking. So first and foremost, talking about these rumors. And like I say, nothing more than just rumors. People talking crazy. But basically, and it's the extension of what we heard last year, that the Clippers had been interested in a straight up trade for DeAndre Jordan. But apparently, they tried to pull that off again this year. But they said the Rockets were not having any of it. Not in the slight. They say basically like, I don't know what the Rockets offered up. I'm not sure. But there's, a little bit of interest in Jordan. But they said as soon as the Clippers mentioned the name Capela, they said everything basically stopped. Like, that basically the conversation was over with. You know what I'm saying? So that is the big rumor. So we don't have to worry about that. That shows that the Rockets are committed to him. Because they've already said that he can't price himself out of Houston. Morey came out and said that shit in the beginning of the year. And like I said, the way he's been playing and the way that shit, as long as he keeps playing and it keeps them, what are they now, 17-0? 17-0 with him, Harden, and CP3, then absolutely, he's not going to go anywhere. They're not going to. You got Jordan is what, 29, and you got Capela who's what, like 23, 24, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got to get out there and gamble. Like, look, one, King Folk will be in the mix. He always like first in everything. He's always first, like in the sauce and in the motherfucking Kush den. And then two, you got to gamble your sweets. You got to gamble your sauce, man. You got to make a flip. Went 18-0 with last night. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. It's just ridiculous. You could tell them boys was happy. Them boys was happy that after CP3 hit that little shot, them motherfuckers up there looking like buddies, bumping and shit, all that other crazy shit. But what would your trade proposal be? And I want to know how you guys feel about that. Let's get into a little bit of that, because I know that I've seen some people, talk about trading Capela for Jordan. I talk about how my deal with Capela is that he still struggles a little bit with some of the better bigs. He gets his, but he's not necessarily slowing them down too much. And I think that's just going to come with having to get a little bit of size on him. But he has to figure out a way to be able to play more minutes, That 26 minutes is just not going to be cutting it too much, And that's the only thing. That's my only issue. Said Anderson, Black, and some picks for Love. Is that a realistic trade? I don't. Honestly, like I said, I feel like Anderson is Love light. You know what I'm saying? But actually, he might be a little bit taller. I think he's a couple inches taller. See, if Anderson would rebound consistently like he did the other night, then you probably could still get some people to want to talk about him. I just think that contract, that money is just what's hurting that whole situation. But I don't know if the Cavs would take it, But, yeah, actually they might, because you got to think about it. If you're losing LeBron, you're going to need to accumulate some picks. LeBron's out of here. He's about to bounce. So, I mean, getting some picks attached to that might be something that lures them in. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I have to see about that. He said Jordan made Clint look bad. He said the only thing I would trade for was Whiteside. Whiteside was balling. Whiteside was hooping. You know what I'm saying? Whiteside was hooping shit. Kevin Love disappeared. Shit, Anderson disappears. Kevin Love disappeared, a little in the offseason. That motherfucking Anderson has disappeared in the middle of the season for no fucking reason, dog. You say Green and Nazu and Puss Picks. Zoe, I don't know, man. I don't know if you want to let go of Zoe. Zoe might be the next big thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, he already is a big thing, but he might be the next big thing, man. Oh, man. Yeah. Nah, but you got to keep Green, man. You got to keep Green, because Green is going to be an asset. I think what's going to happen eventually, though, is, D'Antoni's going to keep those D'Antoni's going to keep that short rotation. He likes to keep that 9-man rotation going. And I think, like I say, he's going to leverage Green to make it something nice where, guys can take the night off. Like, well, not James, of course, and not Chris Paul, but some of your bench guys, if they're not really playing well, you got a guy like Green, you can leverage some of that. You say Rhino, Troy, Will, Black, and a pick. That's a lot. You coming off a lot. I mean, Troy and don't do a lot, but Rhino has been inconsistent. Black, I like Black, and I like the aggressiveness that Tariq Black plays with, but he can be a liability on occasion. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, I don't care about that. Man, sorry about that. I got a crazy message. Say Troy could be something special. Yeah, is he still dinged up? What is the situation with Troy, man? You know what I'm saying? So what do you think about it? An Nene Anderson, a first rounder, cash? Oh man, the boys love their cash. We're gonna get some cash considerations. That's interesting. That's interesting. Nene Anderson, the first rounder. Well, I think I'd be cool with that because, like I say, you have when you got your guy with Jordan replacing Nene, so you still have a backup center who can play. You got guys who will be who will both be aggressive, who can both eat off that pick and roll. And I think you really have two solid squads, and you really have two solid fucking fives. I mean, I consider that. I definitely consider that. We'll have to see. See LeBron in Houston, you calling it now? Yeah, he ready to get up out of there. He ready to get up out of Cleveland. And we'll have to see what the situation is. He might be running, look, he might try to link up. They already talking about Paul George going to L.A. And shit, he might be trying to slide to L.A. with Paul George. Yeah, like I say, Jordan and Capela, but Capela to me has a better all-around, or not, he's getting there. Jordan is much more athletic. Jordan can just do shit. He's much more athletic than Clint Capela. Clint is just developing a better offensive game because he's had time to work with Hakeem Olajuwon, and that shit would benefit DeAndre Jordan too. And then DeAndre Jordan being back at home, especially with a guy like Green, 2H town dude playing for their home team, that's gonna be some energy coming off the bench, dog, and it'll be great for the city. What we got to really talk about is the problem with Rockets fans, dog. Like, we got to figure out how we can come up with a legitimate solution, a legitimate solution to figure out why the fuck we can't feel this. We were number 2. We were number 1 in the West for quite some time till the injuries happened. You got this Golden State out there, and if the Rockets were number 1, while this same team is out there, and that should tell you that this team is something special, but you still can't get fucking Rockets fans in the seats. I mean, motherfuckers, you got to look at the game starts at 7. You got to plan to be at the arena for 6. You just got to operate like that. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, man, that's the thing that bothers me the most about watching Rockets game is you're put on this great fucking basketball. And unless it's another team that's coming to ball here, Houston fans don't show. You have the team. And you won't go see the team, but you'll come see some other raggedy team, some other players who are not as good as the team that you have just to come watch. Honestly. And if you're going to be a weird person like that who just wants to watch it, the only team that you're going to watch that's better, it would be Golden State. And then we've beaten them twice. So why would you come out for other teams and not come out for the best team that's basically, other than what the record says, in my opinion, best fucking team in the league, dog. If it wasn't for injuries, we'd still have the best fucking record in the league. It's what, a 2 or 3 game difference. And they played like 3 games more than we have up until this point. So, I mean, it's a whole bunch of shit, dog. It's a whole bunch of shit. He says Astros hangover. Man, I would say that, but you still get even last year before, it's been something that I've noticed for a while. That it's something about Rockets games. Either people just don't show up or they get there late. Even in the fucking playoffs, it would be games like even game. We don't want to talk about that game, but you know what game. And like motherfuckers were just getting there late. Like nobody's like, what the fuck are we not in the playoffs? Like, this is the shit, like, this is professional basketball, right? This is, we won championships in this city before. We could do it again. All you got to do is show up and cheer for the team. I mean, that's not going to make them win, but shit, I mean, it helps, dog. Like, I mean, they don't care because they're getting paid millions of fucking dollars. They really don't honestly give a fuck. But that energy, I believe in energy. I believe in the transference of energy and things like that and how that translates to people performing. If you've ever done anything and had thousands of people fucking cheering for you, it fucking feels great, okay? And it provides the little adrenaline rush or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It feels awesome. It's an amazing feeling. If you've never done it, I suggest you do it one day. Get a bunch of people to cheer for you for some fucking reason. I don't know what it's going to be, even if it's a fucking bar fight or something. I don't know. Figure it out. But get people to cheer for you. You'll feel great for it. You might go to jail for some shit like that, but it'll feel good. So if we can get the people who buy the tickets to just show up to the game, hey, you know, and if you're not going to, like, if you're going to buy the tickets and you just know you're not going to go, and you know it's not going to be like you don't sell them like the day of, because you're not, most likely not going to, just give them the fuck away. So at least it can look good on fucking TV. That's why we don't, that's part of the reason we don't get the fucking respect from the fucking national media is because, like I said, other than the Texans, Astros so much as of late because, you know, they started winning. But in Houston, I guess maybe because there's so much other shit to do, or I don't know. It's a city, and you know, it can be a bit getting across town. The Toyota Center is not located in the most convenient location. These are all facts. These are all valid points. But if you're gonna go root for the team, you got that's the least you can do. You got to just get there. You got to figure out a way to fucking get there. I don't understand. Yeah, let me see. Maybe it's just the realization that the regular season is a waste of time because Golden State stomps everybody. That could be, but I think we've done pretty well against them so far. Except for that one game we didn't have Harden. We're not a sports city like LA, New York, or Boston. But let me tell you about these places. Let me tell you why. Because Houston is a real city. And I've been saying this for years, not even talking about the sports and things. People go to LA because they want to get famous. They don't go to LA because they love LA. They don't go to LA because they love California. Yeah, the sunny weather stuff is cool, but people go to LA because they want to be fucking Hollywood. People like packed up and moved for years, especially before the fucking internet made things possible. But it's like, I'm going to LA, and that's what, so it's like, to me, it's a city full of fucking American immigrants. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just immigrated from one city to the next. That's what I call it. Same shit with New York. I'm going to go to the Big Apple. I'm going to make it big. If you can't make it here, you can make it anywhere. You know, like, get the fuck, dog. I don't give a fuck about that. Another, like I said, shit, like places people go, you know, a lot of people are not really necessarily born there. They just go there because they have these dreams and they get stuck in that motherfucker and find out it's really fucking dirty. And the rats are fucking huge. Like dogs. But then, like I say, a city like Boston's a weird one. You know, Massachusetts, founding fathers, all that good stuff. So it's going to be historic. It's going to have a legacy for that type of stuff. The Boston Tea Party, you know, shit like that. So people are gonna fuck with Boston for whatever. Fuck Boston and their Celtics when they won all the fucking championships, and you know, motherfuckers was playing when there was like 3 teams in the fucking leagues and shit. Fuck all that shit. Fuck them. Fuck the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Fuck New York. Fucking Knicks ain't been shit. New York has no fucking excuse. They've been sorry for fucking forever. But I mean, to me, Houston is a real city. Nobody comes to Houston for anything other than work. I'm going down to Houston for a fucking job. I'm going to go bust my ass and get paid. Nobody's coming to Houston because, man, Houston's just so beautiful. The fucking prices were cheap. You know, that fucking get blown out of proportion now. But the fucking housing market was good, is good, relatively good still, I guess. You know, I'm assuming. And you got fucking shit going on, and it doesn't cost you a fucking arm and a leg. We were talking about that shit in the Kush Den with the California houses and shit yesterday. So if you're not a part of the Kush Den, make sure you subscribe to the Kush Den because it's the Kush Den. No, we don't do the Kush Den. That'll probably get me kicked off YouTube. But the Kush Den, make sure you're a part of that. Good conversation. Even if you don't partake in the 420 friendliness, you're always welcome. Like I say, good conversation. We talk about a variety of things, and discussion is always open. So make sure you're a part of that. But getting back to the Houston does need more lights. Say Boston is super racist. Man, I have no say what parents have time to take their kids from suburbs to the two sides. I mean, and it makes sense. And that's what I say. That's the thing about it too. Like I say, it could be part of the fact that Houston is a big city. The Toyota Center can be a little bit difficult to get to. I mean, these are all valid points, but there has to be a way. There has to be something. It ain't like we can pick up the Toyota Center and move it. There has to be a way. Something can be done to improve fan attendance. You say cheaper tickets, better access for diehard fans to the games, whether it's late start or advertising to gain the popularity of basketball in the city. I mean, it's got to be something. Free fucking hot dogs. Everybody will be there for free fucking hot dogs, man. Yes. You prefer booze. You say too much winning. Say let it go with them tickets price, raise the price. Man, here's the thing. If anything, we need to be mad about fucking the Texans raising the goddamn ticket price after that shit show they put on the fucking field last year. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, that makes sense, though. That does make sense. Like I said, there's a bunch of valid points. It is what it is. But you see some of these places, but then again, these places don't have a lot of shit going on. Because, of course, the fucking Oklahoma City Thunder, they're going to sell out every time. Who the fuck wants to do anything in Oklahoma City? But, yeah, you're right. That's the only reason they can get away with it because they know more people are going to come to watch Watson. Because if they'd have really, like, excuse me, fuck, where's all this shit coming? I shouldn't ate those cookies. But, if, like I say, if it wouldn't have been for no Watson, no shit like that, motherfuckers would have been boycotting the fuck out they motherfuckers, raising the fucking ticket prices 4%. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here. But I understand, like I say, because you see a lot of these other smaller stadiums popping all over the place, you know, around the city of Houston. You know, these other smaller teams are getting some pretty good fan attention. People want to watch sports, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, been 4 to 16. People will get fucking lost. Yeah, man, you gotta, you know, people are stupid. All right, like that's something somebody told me. I was looking to get into a nightclub deal with somebody. This was like something a long time ago, and they were telling me about this. They're like, man, like you just gotta realize people are stupid, and you gotta make shit as easy as possible for them. If we had like 4 to 6 fucking rotate the stadium, like where we rotate it, I guarantee half the fans would always show up at the wrong fucking stadium, and then we'd still be fucking empty. They wouldn't even get on the Twitter or whatever to fucking just get the direction, make sure they go to the right place. They would fucking end up anywhere else. You say a 7:30 start would be better. You say when the playoffs come, when the playoffs come, it's gonna be over with. Yeah. You said 4% because of DW4. That hey, you know what? Science, bitches. You say once the light, yeah, that too. We're gonna talk about that towards the industry. What do y'all think about that shit they're talking about? They're trying to do the light rail from Houston to Dallas. I am against it. But it's talking about making moves to cities we don't want to go to. Let's talk about Mike Vrabel. No 16-0 videos. I'm gonna be honest on this year. I ain't gonna overdo it. I'm gonna give a real prediction. No 16-0, and we'll figure it all out. Finals tickets gonna start at 1,000. Look, fuck what y'all talking about. I'm gonna be look. If y'all see me selling any finals tickets, don't buy them. I'm gonna get my fake ticket hustle on. We gonna all money gonna go to the sauce. We gonna just look. I'm gonna get out there scalping fake tickets. They'll find out when they get to the dough. By the time they come back, I'm gonna be gone. But y'all gonna see some major upgrades to the sauce, like right after the NBA finals. If the Rockets go, y'all gonna be like, "What? Damn, Honcho, what the fuck you got going on?" I'm telling y'all what happened now. No, don't come back to this fucking video and remember any of that shit. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. I wouldn't do that. That'd be fucked up. That'd be some shitty ass karma. But like I say, talk about moving to shitty fucking places, you know, downgrading and connecting with that. Let's talk about Mike Vrabel, dog. I want to talk more about Mike Vrabel in the comments that he made yesterday about being afraid of Marcus Mariota when we played him. That disgusted me. It made me very upset. Yeah, Earl Thomas wants to play for Dallas. I wish he would want to come here. That would be great. But you know, to me, and actually, I want to talk about some things that Whitney Merciless said today earlier too. That makes me question. It makes me question a lot of things that come out of that Texans organization. I almost feel like the Texans just enjoy lying to us, but. Like I said, we're going to cover that stuff. So if you didn't hear it, Vrabel said something yesterday along the lines of, "I was completely scared to go against Mariota." That right there, as a Titans fan, would make me shouldn't fucking do shit because I'm not a fucking Titans fan, but would make me extremely fucking disappointed. Because Mariota was garbage last year. And they knew it. We knew it. Everybody knew it. But to say that your new head coach said he was terrified to go against this garbage-ass fucking quarterback, it blows my fucking mind, dog. Now, I'm not saying that Mariota doesn't have skills. And he's mobile, you know. But honestly, he was like probably one of the worst quarterbacks in the division last year that started. So for me, like comments coming out of I know he's maybe saying that to try to get Titans fans feeling like, oh, Marcus Mariota can be something dangerous, and you know he gets his hands on him, he knows what he can do, and I understand that, but stop with the fucking lying, dog. Stop with the fucking lying. It's like this: either you're lying about you being afraid to go against Marcus Mariota to hype up the Titans, or you were that garbage of a coordinator. Like you're admitting to that. You know, you're admitting that you did a piss poor job. I mean, that's what you're saying. Either one of those things has to be. Brissett is a decent quarterback. What he just thought, Indy was just ass, dog. Indy just had nothing to work with. You know what I'm saying? Man, but here's my thing. But what I'm saying is the fact that nobody's acknowledging. Nobody wants to talk about how shitty of a year he had. And like I say, I don't understand how that's supposed to instill confidence. I mean, you hear all these conversations. Well, somebody said this. Somebody said that Mike Vrabel, this is the national media. Like I say, when people leave Houston, that the national media will create a fucking narrative. And just when they're here, you never hear any of this shit. But once they leave or they have the opportunity to do other stuff, then you start hearing all these crazy things. Somebody said that Mike Vrabel is a defensive Sean McVay. How, Sway? He ain't got the answers. He do not know the way. Mike Vrabel does not know the way. All right? My thing is this. Man, but I'm just saying. But okay, well but still, like I say, that lessens your credibility. I understand you got to say what you got to say, but that's not the thing you say. You don't say I was scared of coaching him. You come up with something else. You say, you know, I'll be the guy that can, you know, get him to where he needs to be or whatever. But there is no reason whatsoever, especially after you let go of Dick LeBeau, because that's making me think: are you gonna be the guy? Are you gonna be the DC too? You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, that should make you nervous as a fucking Titans fan, because you got a lot of QBs that are better than Mariota in this fucking, in my opinion. You know, if Luck comes back, well, we don't know what's going to happen with that. He's a better QB. Watson's a better QB. You're going to have to face the Texans twice a year. Fucking Watson is a much better QB already at this point than Mariota. And so how does that make me think you feel about going against Watson if you couldn't do anything with fucking Mariota? I mean, it's some shit that sounds good to say, but he should have found a better way to say it, because to me that makes me doubt his ability. Because Mariota's you look at all the other quarterbacks that you're going to face that are a lot better than Mariota. If you were scared to play call against him, what about the 15, 20 guys that may be better? There's probably about 14, 15 guys that are better than fucking Mariota. Played better than Mariota this year. So, I mean, as a Titans fan, that wouldn't instill any confidence in me. To me, it would just, like I say, I would just think this guy's up here selling me fucking snake oil, and we made a bad fucking decision. Because the Texans have a QB that's much better. The Jags have an overall better team that's going to be much better. And Bortles actually played solid towards the end of the year. Bortles wasn't turning the ball over. You know, he wasn't. He actually played pretty well. He had a couple. That Steelers game, he played pretty well. So don't be surprised if the Jags bring him back, but don't be surprised if they figure out, hey, if we can go and get an upgrade, we could really be serious. They may do that. So, like I said, as a Titans fan, I'm looking around. And I'm just trying to figure out, is this guy really the guy? That wouldn't make me believe in him as a head coach. And then, like I say, what Whitney Merciless said yesterday after he took the last shot at the Rockets game, which he was buckets. He made it. So $5,000 went to whatever charity it went to. He was out there looking like somebody daddy. like he just got off work or some shit. But you know, Merciless basically said, man, this has been Cornell's defense all along. That made me very sad to hear that, because that must mean that I don't understand like how, because he said that Vrabel would refer to Cornell and ask his opinion on stuff, and he would ask for his input. That didn't look like any kind of input from Cornell that I saw on the field. Maybe he offered limited amounts of advice. I don't know exactly what he did to assist or how available he was. I've heard people say that, that he was really trying to do his own thing. So that's why I say you hear a lot of different rumors, but I'm taking it from Whitney Merciless. He seemed genuine. He didn't seem like he had anything to hide by saying it. And like I say, it seemed like an unscripted type of conversation. And, he basically was like, yeah, this has always been Cornell's defense. So it's going to be a seamless transition for us. So I don't know if that was a little bit of shade or if it's a little bit of, a little bit of love that, basically saying, hey, it is what it is. We wish him the best. We going to be good because we already know we've already know that Cornell's still had his hands on it. We feel like we're capable of dealing with what he's going to bring to the table. Oh, the Deshaun Watson tweet about the Patriots cheating? Nah, I didn't see it. I mean, I think I might have seen it, but I ain't quite. I've seen a bunch of Patriots cheating tweets. I might have seen it. Who knows? Say both Vrabel and Ray only rush 4. Vrabel trying to talk down his bad year as a DC. It's typical to talk bad about your former team. He didn't have a good year, but he didn't necessarily just talk too bad, But it's just a few things that he said that make you wonder, because he mentioned, about cohesion between your GM and your head coach. And that makes me wonder, is he letting a little bit slip about, the situation over here with the Texans? It makes me wonder. He said, there's some things that Bill does that I like. There's some things that I don't like that he does, blah, blah, blah. So, like I say, to me, when you move on and you do your own thing, you stand on, just your own. I'm not saying he can't do that, but he really doesn't. I mean, as a defensive coordinator, it's nothing good to say. You can sit here and talk about injuries and all that other stuff, but that's really irrelevant, I mean, it's at the end of the day, you got a bunch of pros out there. They're all getting paid. It was a lot of injuries, but shit. I mean, I don't know. It still wasn't looking good before some of the injuries, so that's just my opinion. There goes Whack 86. This has been a long time. I should have left you without a dope stream to step to, because y'all ain't got nothing dope going on with the Titans, because y'all are weak. Y'all weak as well water. Yeah, that's another thing I was thinking about too. Fuller is a little injury prone. Fuller does get a little dinged up. They were talking to some guys. And let's speak on the Senior Bowl a little bit. Did anybody catch the Senior Bowl practice today? I didn't get a chance to. I think it was early today. But all the practices are supposed to be televised. And I'm actually interested in seeing how the Texans coaching staff does with some of these younger athletes, to see what they do. I also found it real interesting that the Broncos wanted Baker Mayfield on the north. Wouldn't Oklahoma technically be on the southern side? I don't know how that works. I'm just saying. I mean, we're not going to count them as the South, but I would think they would be on the southern team. Excuse me. Yeah. No. We will no. Absolutely not going to trade Clint for DeAndre. DeAndre, like I said, yeah, he's old in basketball standards because he's 29, but I wouldn't mind having him here to supplement Clint Capela, but I don't know. I mean, like I said, they said the Rockets were not hearing it. They didn't want to. They didn't even know. They said basically everything stalled, and it shows that the Clippers are asking. They're probably asking for a lot, because everybody knows right now that Clint Capela is rising. I'm going to learn English real quick, and then I'm going to talk to y'all. Clint Capela is a rising name amongst the entire NBA. Don't think that there aren't teams who have their eyes on Clint Capela in free agency. Now, hopefully Clint is a smart man, and he realizes that he feeds off of Chris Paul and James Harden, and he might want to stay in that arrangement. And if he is the smart man, the smart Swiss man, the Swiss banker that I know he is, that I'm assuming that he is, I don't know shit about him, that he's going to keep his mind on his money and his long-term ability and his legacy as an NBA player, and he's going to stick with James Harden and keep hooping. That would be the wise thing to do. That would be the smartest thing to do. Uh, you say his brother from Texas? I haven't really seen much of him, but I would be I would be cool with look bringing the Foreman brothers and the Ellington cousins and everybody else who got the same damn name on there. You know it is. So it is what it is. Yeah, if Clint goes anywhere, that's another thing too. Yeah, we need to talk about that a little bit too. That Spurs and Kawhi. So there's some names on the block right now. Now I'm not saying going after Kawhi because I know they're gonna want a shit ton for him. But boy, if you could, if you could, you know what I'm saying? It would be over with. What's up, Rick Ross's son? Are you the Rick Ross is the rapper son, or are you Ricky Freeway Ricky Ross, the son? You know what I'm saying? So, you say apparently it's fake. You sure? Man, if they don't bring back Bruce Ellington, I'd be upset. But I wouldn't be surprised because they're probably they're looking at some of these younger guys. But I think that they should. I think that it would be the wisest thing to do. He's familiar with the offense, got in, he played quickly, he made plays, and fucking him with fucking Deshaun is going to be, yeah, excuse me, it's going to be game over. Yeah, I'm yawning and shit. Y'all got to pardon me, I'm getting old. A day older than I was yesterday, all right? Man, a reason Anderson, look, we trying to get rid of that. Don't nobody want Anderson. We want him gone, but don't nobody want him. Look, Morey is the magic man, but I don't think they got no Cleveland Browns in the NBA that's gonna be willing to pick up Anderson like they did with Osweiler. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be an interesting deal. Ray is gonna be in the mix on Thursday, I hope. I think everything should be kosher, so we should be scheduled for Thursday. And I want to start bringing Ray in on Thursdays. We're going to have Ray Thursday. We're going to talk, we're going to talk Texans, of course. We're going to get more Astros talk going because, like I say, he can give you more of that Astros sauce. And, tomorrow will be Wink Wednesday. Y'all already know how that go down. And I got to get a couple of more days established. It's been some here and there, and then a couple other things. But I'm having some conversations behind the scenes to get some other things solidified and have some consistency here. So it's always some fresh flavor being stirred up. Let's see. Send Anderson to the Magic or the Knicks. He'll go in that motherfucker ball like. Kawhi is. They say his team is like the people he got around him are the ones that are fucking. You say do restricted. I don't know. I don't know if restricted free agents have to. I don't think so. I don't know. I think your other team can match. I don't know exactly how that works. I'm gonna have to look into that. Exactly, but I would think that. I think it means that the team your original team has the ability to match that offer, and then you can choose. I guess I don't know. I don't know how that shit works. I'm gonna be honest with you. When it gets to the technicals and all the behind the scenes shit, That's when politics and technicalities, dog. I don't give a shit about that shit. So it is what it is. Kawhi don't want to be in the Spurs, but the thing about that is. But the Spurs are going to want to. The Spurs are going to give you. If that's the case, you want to get the most value you can for him while it's high. So you're going to try to get rid of him, and teams are going to be interested. And the thing is, the Spurs are still hooping. So if you can get a couple of good pieces to get in there with LaMarcus, shit, you might be able to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? LeBron. I don't know what's going. Man, what I've been hearing a lot about LeBron, and if this is the case, I don't want him as a Rocket, dog. And I'm starting to kind of notice it, though. I am kind of noticing it, and I like LeBron still. Like, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying he don't know KD shit, but a lot of people. I know y'all saw that thing where they were talking about. I think Barkley called him a drama queen or something like that. But LeBron likes to control the situation. And basically everything going on around the team with him and all that other stuff. And I understand that ego, and I understand the reason. That's just shit has been like that for you all this time, forever. That's just kind of how it is. I don't want that shit in the city, dog. Like, as much as I would love to have LeBron being a Rocket, you're gonna have to get out here and play along. Like, this ain't your team. All them other, like, this the West. You know what I'm saying? It's James' team, but we talk about James Harden. You know what I'm talking about? You could come hang out. You can come to the party, but it ain't your party. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely think that it'll be happening. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Bron don't really, I forgot somebody brought that point up. Bron don't really care for playing with young players that much. You know what I mean? And so he gonna get over there, and it's gonna be, the Lakers' whole historic situation, and he gonna be trying to be LeBron. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he went to LA to build his brand, because I know he wants to be a brand. But here's my thing, though. I tell y'all what. If LeBron comes to Houston and y'all motherfuckers start selling out the fucking stadium and people be there on time and all that shit, I'm finna start going to the games, and I'm gonna line motherfuckers up from seat to seat, and we fighting. Just one-on-one, everybody in every seat. I'm going to have 1,000 fights, 16,000, how many fucking people that shit hold? 16,000, 20,000, 30,000 motherfucking fights in the Toyota Center every motherfucking night, because motherfuckers will find a way to be there to watch some goddamn LeBron with their damn LeBron jerseys on. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers going to be taking off the fake beards and putting on fake bald heads and shit, trying to be LeBron fans. Not giving the beard his credit and all that shit. I'm going to be fighting. I'm going to be fighting a bunch of fans. I still love y'all, but if y'all be showing up in LeBron, come this motherfucking, y'all selling out the shit and showing up on time, man, a fight go with that. Y'all going to have to smell my cologne, man. God damn. But, man. Yeah, C.J. McCollum is nice, though. C.J. McCollum is nice, man. I wouldn't be opposed to George either. But like I said, I don't think that nobody's going back to OKC. So Russell Westbrook should just enjoy whatever the fuck he's got going on right now, because that's going to be it. You can tell motherfuckers don't care for playing with him. They just like, fuck it, we just going to get through this shit and go wherever we want to go after it's over with. But they don't care for playing with fucking Russell Westbrook, dog. I don't care for watching Russell Westbrook. So fuck him. So anyway, but y'all know how we do when we start getting close to the end of the time. Like I say, from now on, these streams are 45 minutes. I'm trying to keep them around that time. You know what I mean? Just to be convenient, to be digestible for people who want to come back and watch them later. So like I say, we can do a little bit of Q&A before we get up out of here. And make sure, like I say, if you got any questions you'll ask, we can go over that. But make sure y'all hit the links below, man. Subscribe to the podcast. And then make sure, what time is it? Let's say maybe 9:45-ish, 10 o'clock before it gets too late. We'll have another Kush Den tonight. We'll talk about some off-the-wall stuff. So if you're not a part of the Kush Den, make sure you subscribe to the Kush Den. Even if you don't partake, that would be a great idea. A soft sports game meetup. That would be a cool deal. But like I said, man, even if you don't partake, you're welcome to Kush Deal. Like I say, it's just free range conversation where we talk about any and everything, mostly complaining about women, but women, you're welcome too. Cause like I say, we discuss a wide variety of shits. So, oh yeah, y'all on that time over there. I forgot. So Central Time, you know what I'm saying? About 9:45, 10 o'clock Central Time. And, we're going to do that. You say, what do you say? You're probably going to have to accept that it's a hard team. We're just going to have to accept he wants to win more. Yeah, because I like LeBron. Don't get me wrong, but you can't come over here trying to control some shit. So yeah, Kush Den probably be. I'm thinking like 9:45ish. I can about 20, 30 minutes to get everything. Man, look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Though, it was hard for me to be a Rockets fan during the Steve Francis era. I was not a Steve Francis fan. I know a lot of people where I couldn't stand Steve Francis, dog. I like Cuttino Mobley. Couldn't stand Steve Francis, dog. Don't care about dunk contest. Don't care about none of that shit, dog. Fuck no. You say make sure Rihanna is in. Then look, I'm gonna see what I can find. I'll see what we can make shake for that. That's a question for the den. you say if you want to know the answer to the question Rihanna or Nicki Minaj, you got to make sure you in the Kush Den, and we will definitely talk about that. I'm gonna write that down right now. Dog. No way. Can't talk about it. I'm gonna tell y'all why, who, why, and a perfectly simple explanation as to that whole situation in the Kush Den. So if y'all want to know my answer to Rihanna and Nicki Minaj via the Kush Den, make sure you subscribe to the Soft Sports Podcast, man. Like I say, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, a wide variety of areas where you can check that shit out. So no excuses. Make sure you slide by StaySaucy.com, man. Check out some of that fresh sauce merchandise. Get you sauced up with plenty of flavor. Shout out to the Patreon gang. I shout out to everybody who's been showing love and subscribing, people who've been showing love to the podcast and everything else. Like I say, we're trying to make this a super saucy sports network. It's not just about the channel, okay? Oh, man, you know what? Two things. I'm glad you said that. I didn't do a poll, and I did not do the fucking giveaway. And I had the raffle set up before the fucking stream for the first time ever. So we're going to make it quick. 3-minute raffle. That is my fault. And let's make that shake. I fucking completely forgot about that. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you fucking said that. It completely fucking slipped my mind. But yeah, we're going to definitely... Moochie was cool, man. Moochie was cool. I like Moochie. Moochie Norris was cool, dog. That fucking fro, dog. The Astros player, yeah, I heard about it. I know it's for 100 games, but I heard it was a Astros player that got into some shit. You know what I'm saying? So damn, that's definitely very unfortunate. Yeah, y'all can have Cardi B. Y'all could have all the Cardi B. I wouldn't even fight you for it. I wouldn't even complain. I wouldn't cock block you. I would cock assist. I'd be like, hey man, look, this is my partner. Look, this is who you need. You like if it's two of them, it's me and my partner, and it's Cardi B and whoever else. I'm gonna put you on Cardi B because you my partner. You look, let me hit you, dude. This Cardi, you know what I'm saying? And fuck all that shit, dog. Man, the Cavs lost to the Spurs. What's going on with the Cavs, dog? LeBron gonna lose his shit. You know what I'm saying? Baseball is kosher, dog. Like I wasn't into baseball at first, but watching the Astros this year, of course, because they won it all. But even before that, like the game that was like exciting. I was like, man, I always think baseball was fucking boring as fuck. But shit, man, T-Mac and Yao was a combination that just never got to see its true potential, dog. Yao just had foot issues, dog. When you're that big, your feet ain't stable when you're that big. You got feet problems, man. So shit. It is what it is. Man, yeah, they was talking about they was trying to bring Love and Hip Hop to Houston, but a bunch of motherfuckers from Houston was turning that shit down. They was like, fuck that. They was like, fuck all that. We don't want to be on that motherfucking show. You know what I'm saying? Houston rappers that you should listen to. A lot of people will say Zero, but I mean, it depends on what you're into. If you like me, I would always say Devin, but I think you check out some of that Devin rap. Devin the dude, when we was talking about the Kush Den, he's on that cool type mellow shit. Who else? You got Trey, Zero, you got Slim Thug, Paul Wall, you got Big Pokey, you got Lil Kiki. It's more old school stuff. ESG, you know what I'm saying? Shit, Hawk, shit, Pat, Bella. I mean, it's a bunch of shit. I mean, it just depends on what you into, what type of, you got some of them motherfuckers really had some flow. Hawk had some flow to him. Pat could rap. It wasn't just that shit niggas be trying to act like niggas in Houston be on. That the freestyle shit, when you really going off the dome, of course you're not finna be putting together lyrical masterpieces. You just trying to keep pace with the beat and fucking make sure the shit rhyme and sound good. You had a lot of motherfuckers who were memorizing raps and then calling them freestyles. Like, come on, dog. No, Your ass barely read good. How the fuck you telling me you just spitting this shit off the fucking head? You memorize this shit at home, dog. It's all good. It's just be natural. That's what it's supposed to be about. But, you know, riff-raff, stop. No, don't do it. My thing about riff-raff, dog, who won? Who ended up winning the thing? I just missed it. Okay. Wise, congratulations on winning 2,500 flavor. But so we're gonna get into some shit. Like I said, we're gonna get into some shit that Kush did. I'm gonna get up out of here, get everything pre-prepared. But like I say, 9:45 Central Time we'll be in the Kush Den, man. So be there or be square. And like I said, we're going to talk about a bunch of shit, especially Rihanna and Nicki Minaj. But with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all fucking with the flavor. I appreciate y'all fucking with the sauce, man. Deuce up. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. It's your boy Ed Honcho. I'm out, y'all. Stay saucy.